welcome back. I'm sure you guys have missed my beautiful voice. Oh, where is it? Why is it not coming up? Please tell me we're up. Yeah, we are. We are live. Let's go. Right. A lot of S's in this title, boys. I'm not gonna lie. But Season 3 is a week away. I mean, we're getting close. Absolutely stacked grid. We're getting... Lost a couple of drivers already, but, you know, that comes with the sort of thing of running a league. People will drop out and make you want to kill yourself sometimes, but, you know, just meanwhile, grabbing a charger so I can charge my phone and look at comments, because I'm multitasking today, because Maz is depressed and doesn't want to talk to me. So, you know, let's all get a bit of a fuck Maz going on, because he is a bit of a dick. Jokes. We do love him. But yeah, in here, sunny Spain, pre-season, having a little bit of a vibe. I mean, Maz will be your first commentator anyway next season. I'm just here filling in the gaps. So we've got 16 drivers on the grid today. Happy to show up. We're missing a couple guys in Beefy, Mars, and Gods. I'm sure they'll be here for next week. Some people not opting to show up just because it is a pre-season and it doesn't really mean too much. But I always like to host one of these to get everyone used to all the drivers around, as we do have a car going out on track. And wait, here we go. It's fitted. We don't want the telemetry on. We want the track map. There's an AlphaTauri. It's Chazza out on track. One of our new drivers here for Season 3, and he's a bit of an unknown entity. Dan Murphy retiring already, doing his signature start from the back, I guess. Some things don't change, do they? But yeah, Chaz will be one of those guys. So a bit of an unknown entity when it comes to this season, especially at the start. We don't really know what he can do. Maybe get himself into a top 10s or so. I don't think he's going to be battling for those wins, but obviously anything can happen. And realistically, we've seen other drivers as well. So we've also got VIL out on an outlap. He's repping the Williams, and actually, any of you guys not in the Discord, this is everyone's cars for next season, actually, and it's a bit of a shake-up. It's quite nice to see. And we've got Maz saying Eaton's chocolate mousse, supporting the Div 1 lads. Obviously he's eating, but he can't be here to talk to us because, yeah, he's busy eating all the time. He's a fat boy. Young Lights is in the chat saying hello. The man's finally got his internet sorted, it seems. So if that can hold up, we've got a rapid driver on our hands, and hopefully we can see a lot from him this season. Chapalele saying, I'm a bit desynced. Your time's like 25 seconds ahead. Is it? Okay. Good to know. So when people are going across the line, I do know that. Cool. If I can get a P2 in a league race, then anyone can. Yes, exactly. Maz can get a P2 in a league race against some somewhat competent drivers, then obviously you lot can defo win a race. But we are going to see what Chaz can do coming around here. He's going to be setting the benchmark for us today. It's going to be interesting. Spain isn't the easiest of tracks to come to as a first real race of the season. I say race lightly because it's social race, pre-season, what you'd like to call it, but it's not the most in competitive environments is what it will be on the opener. Pete's loaded up the intermediates because he is another breed. I'm not sure if he's going to go out there. Young Lights has left the session. But he should hopefully get back in. Oh, great. Why is that popped up? I've never had that before. And it's back again. I think we should be alright. Did I... Oh, no, okay. We didn't even lose anything. It just told everyone... Peas, you are a weird kid, aren't you? A really, really odd child. Yeah, if anyone would like to see Peas drive on the intermediates, then here you go. A bit of a specimen this guy is, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that was Peas driving on the inters. Chazza actually still being the fastest man out on track at the moment by 0.2 of a second to Phil. Phil repping the Williams this season, and hopefully it'll give him a bit of luck, a bit of a turn of luck from the Ferrari. Slightly different, as we are going to sit on board with Blaze, one of our newer drivers. Hopefully a title contender, can push Chapelele all the way. We do know how quick Chapelele is, and he is actually also on a lap just behind. I'm not sure if yes, it is testing, to be fair. We'll back that. I'm not sure if Lights is back in the session or not as of yet. So Blaze is going to come around sector 3, and we're going to be seeing what he can do. I have lost literally everyone watching because my voice is that beautiful to listen to. But I'm assuming they'll probably come back for the race. But again, we're not expecting the biggest amount of numbers in any sort today, and he's done a 14.5, really showing these guys what he could do. And you can just see the split though, can't you? There, it's about a second only, with a 15.5 as well. So you can really see Blaze and Emerson not messing around already. Denzo's still in the pits. Where is Chapelele? Chapelele is going to be coming around the final corner. He's going to be setting his time, and he's done a 14.592. So not being able to beat Blaze, but I tell you what, we might have a bit of a battle on our hands here if Blaze can stay consistent. I'll be very interested what Denzo can do as well. Another one of those top drivers that I am expecting to push the limits and push each driver. He needs an invite. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly send Young Lights an invite, and we'll be back on stream in a second. Where are you, child? I have to scroll for about 8 million years because I've picked up so many people on my... Oh, come on. Internet. Well, my internet's crap these days, and there we go. Right, I've sent Young Lights another invite. Oh, I'm gonna have Robbo joining me in a sec with a beer. You know, he's gonna take this really seriously, I can believe. As we do have a slow moving racing point, I would believe, yeah, that is Tango. Has set his time, not necessarily a great one, but it'd be interesting to see what he can do as well. And that means will need to shoot Maz an invite. As Denzo's out on his outlap, we've got FTH just starting it. The FTH is Denzo's teammate for the next season, and that's going to be a very interesting one, because see if the Red Bull teams can defend the constructors. I know they lost out last season, but it was still a Red Bull owned team that did win it. So we've got a bit of a interesting one. FTH can be a very, very strong second driver, especially for the likes of Denzo. And it'd be interesting to see if he can be that back marker that maybe Elham was to Droftas last season, which we don't sadly have for this season. It would have been great to see him try and defend, both of them trying to defend the constructors again. But obviously people move on, and we move on as well, and we've got ourselves some new drivers, hopefully an even more competitive grid than last season. And we've seen a lot of fresh faces, and it's always nice to see FTH going into 5th place with a 15.2. We're going to just sit on board with Denzo now. I think he's the only one actually on a lap. And we've seen what sector split he does, see if it's any good. I can't tell you if that's any good, but 48.8 that is. If anyone knows their stuff, then we'll be able to see. But obviously repping the new helmet that just came out I think today, so maybe that'll give him a little bit of help. Is Denzo's going to come around the corner and set a 14.3, 2/10 of a second quicker than Blazing Chapelele. Now that is really throwing the glove into the ring, isn't it? And just saying, whatever anything you guys can do, I can do better. And I think we might have a bit of three-way scrap here today. Chapelele might not have it, or it is all his own way. It'd be good to see. He's currently still sitting in the pits, but yeah, Young Lights is out as well. Be interesting to see what he can do. And I tell you what, I'm not seeing well, I think he just lagged in real life, completely forgetting to turn there. But no, I'm not seeing the lag that we used to from Young Lights, and I tell you what, it's really nice to see. Chapelele a 0.4 sector 3, casually 3/10 faster. Chapelele, can you beat him? A 0.4. I'm guessing that's quite good then, chap. If you'd like to let me know. And I'm assuming that's what Denzo did. If I do have a look, actually, what I'm going to do is go onto the race director. Yeah, 0.3 and Chapelele's. Yeah, that's kind of insane. I would assume. Yeah, Denzo's kind of. Yeah. Just give me a sec. Yeah, all right. Let's see if Chapelele can beat them, because 14.3 isn't exactly a bad time at all. I'm pretty sure it's better than any of my TT times, by a fair way. And One is now on his outlap on the wet tyres, just testing the new compounds of tyres we've got going this season. Obviously, they don't know if the wets are usable in the dry conditions. Do you know what? It'd be so great if you could mod the game to do stuff like that, to make the tyres wear quicker. Because if it was me, I'd be making the tyres wear a lot quicker than they do, because then we'd be looking at 2 stops pretty much every race, and it'd be so much better. Refueling coming back, I know it's safety, but that made every race incredibly good. A 15 flat by Young Lights. Only about 5/10 off the top 3, but obviously there's time to be had. I'm Sloth in the pits. I'm assuming he might need a new invite, so I'm going to just quickly send him another one, because I don't have a backup person at the moment. Where are we? God. You know, it's always a little bit bad when you don't know your alphabet either. Oh, I'm just going to type his name in. It's a lot easier. I am Sleuth. There he is. And I have sent him the invite. And if he comes... Oh, that's not even the right Oh, my God. I'll be right back again, because... I didn't invite the right person. I am Fluff. Because he's got a 67, and I just... There he is. He's offline for some reason, but he'll be back in. Hopefully, he might be able to get back in to set himself a lap. AC Immortal is on a lap as well. He's going to be hoping to get himself out this, what we'd like to call the danger zone, but obviously he'll be here for Q2. I don't want to flex my personal bests. I was in a race with Denzo on Saturday. He did a 13. He's insane. Yeah, I don't think Chapelet is going to be having it all his own way. And Pease, I'll tell you what, I've missed him, and he's actually put himself into the top 3. So, is Pease going to be one of those title contenders this season? I know he likes to give up as soon as something doesn't go his way, but if he stops being a bitch, then maybe he can do a little bit better. Okay, just been informed that Sloth's internet just blew up on him, so yeah, he'll join back if it comes back, but yeah, hopefully it does, because he's a very, very nice driver, and it's nice to see him in Div 1. Very dominant in Division 2, actually, the times he did show up, and fully deserves his position in this division as well. He is a reserve at the moment, but it does depend on driver turnouts and everything, whether he does end up getting another seat as well. Everyone's queuing in now because obviously they've heard that Maz is coming in, so they want to start listening to his voice. Immortal does seem to be struggling to get on the pace at the moment of the other guys. I'm not sure if he's just struggling to hook up a lap or not, but honesty is the best policy. Yes, it is. As Chapelet is actually on an out lap. I haven't actually seen him this far down a qualifying order in a long time, just casually sitting in P4. Usually he's either right at the back or right at the front. There's no in between with him, but he is the favourite, isn't he, coming into this season. But Tango has retired now from the session. Chaz are not hoping for anything with this grid. I tell you what though, Knowles is a perfect example last season. Not the quickest guy ever, but I tell you what, he's racked himself up some good points last year, and yeah, we've got Robbo in here now, so
evening.
Would you like an invite?
I would love one, thanks. I saw you were struggling with the...
There you go. Well, people are leaving, joining everywhere, and I'm just trying to stick on top of it. But I'm just saying, it's looking competitive already. We're in pre-season, and Chapelele's not first.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously there's some changes to the grid, but you still got some of the guys. And I think if you remember to the start of last season, Young Ice was up there as one of the quickest guys, but the only issue obviously for him was his internet, which completely ruined any chance of, you know, doing well in the championship. So I think with that fixed now, literally fixed today, which was really good to see. I know how long that can take, and I've experienced many internet issues for like the first month and a half of the season. Yeah, no, I think that's really good to see.
Chapelele, no, he's messed it up. Really is maybe pushing a little bit here. But to be honest, this is where Chapelele makes his debut, isn't it, as well? And he did spin there.
It was.
And
he did get the win in his debut.
He did get the win. He looked insane.
He bottled pole.
Yeah. But Blaze is actually out on another lap. And I'm now looking, because obviously Denzo's casually 2 tenths quicker than the absolutely rapid guys. We're looking at about 48.8 is a good time. And there you go, Denzo. Well, Blaze is literally on his best at the moment, and he's just... There's about 2 tenths or something to gain in this final sector, as seen by Denzo, if you do it perfectly, apparently. But no, these guys are on it, aren't they?
I'm in. Yep. And I'm in now, which is good to see. Blaze is actually just about to come across the line for his final run. And he's going to go quicker. Yeah. Don't know why that says it's the fastest lap when Denzo's is a tenth quicker on my screen, but you know. You love it from Cody. He's got a really good camera angle there, actually.
Chaz is saying, hopefully, if he gets a good lap, he can say Bosch again. Flashbacks to Vietnam. And I tell you what, if you can get yourself into maybe Q3 or in that top 5, which is that's an ask.
Yeah, it is, but it might also make points a bit more rewarding. Oh, Young Lights has just gone off in the final sector. He's got a bit in the gravel. That's going to affect his time. I don't think. Yeah, he's not going to improve. Immortals round the final bend though. See what he can do. He didn't improve, or if he did, it was very slight. He has made it into Q2 though. Obviously, most people are just sort of feeling this out. This track isn't on the grid, obviously, and just trying to test their pace really, and look at those German flags there.
Yeah, it's a bit of German dominance here with
it is.
With one Jamaican who's not actually Jamaican.
Yeah. He's actually British, but he just decides I'm Jamaican. To be fair, last time he had the
but then look at that.
Jamaican flag, he won.
I feel like it looks a bit like the Olympics or something, doesn't it?
Except, yeah, I'm not sure what event it'd be, because obviously
running.
for 100 metres you'd say Jamaica.
Yeah.
When the hell have Germans been
well,
in
maybe
the
they tripped up. I don't know.
The 1940s when Hitler put them with.
Well, maybe it's the 1940s or something. I don't know, but no. It's literally we've got German, Jamaican, German, British. I can't say British properly without sounding like a retard.
That's just your way with words.
Dan's actually.
I think he's gutted he got through to Q2, to be honest. He's he didn't want to do it. He retired straight away, didn't he? I saw that on the stream.
Well, some things don't change, do they?
I tell you what, when you've had a beer in the fridge for a week, it tastes different. It hits different. It's so much better.
Well,
so much more refreshing.
We've got Chazza, I think. Chazza, I think it. Yeah, it is. Chazza set first out again.
I'll tell you, because obviously we have a rough idea of some of these guys' pace, but one guy that I am curious to see his pace is AC Immortal. He's a reserve at the moment, I think, not a full-time driver. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we know that he's mates with Farhad. He's been recruited by Farhad essentially, and I'm interested to see his pace because Farhad's pretty quick as well. Although I think Farhad is in Q2. Yeah, so you got the Iranian duo there trying to. It'd be interesting to see their pace. Farhad got a podium last season. He was improving until the end, where he sort of didn't race as much towards the end. So yeah, if Immortal's sort of similar pace or around then.
Well, we've just had Tango comment, your conversations are priceless, and I tell you what, we do aim to entertain.
We do. Well, I was talking, I mean, I have got a beer, so, and I'm a bit more relaxed than normal, because it's, it's testing, so just enjoying it. I really like this track. I can see why they choose it for testing, because it's a nice sort of balanced track in terms of, you've got the long straights, but you've also got the weaving corners, you've got the tight sector 3, and also it just looks good. It looks good when cars go around.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful track to look at, isn't it?
It really is. And actually, this bit that FTH is coming to right now, they've actually changed recently. I don't know if you saw that change at that corner. It's mainly to do with the MotoGP, but it's going to be there for F1 as well. And basically, it's more of a sort of sloped corner rather than a hard braking point where you turn left. So it's actually probably going to be less of an overtaking zone for F1, which isn't exactly what this track needs.
Wait, but which corner are we looking at?
Pretty. So the one just at the end of Sector 2.
Oh.
That one, they've smoothed it out. I'll actually send you a picture in a second of it. It'd probably be easier than explaining it. Basically, it's sort of more of a sort of...
what, Zandvoort style? But not that extreme.
Well, yeah, not banked, but in terms of, rather than just sort of a straight, breaking point and turn, it's a lot more sort of sloped, so you'd go into it and a bit more like sort of one of the corners you'd see at...
So it's a bit more flowing.
It's more flowing, but... it means that there probably will be less overtaking than there is already. But
Brandon's in the chat saying evening.
Evening, yeah, Brandon. But yeah, they've primarily done it for MotoGP because there was a bit of an issue with safety on that corner. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it affects the F1. Either way, as I said, it's a beautiful track to watch cars go by, even if IRL it's not.
That's a solid time there from Chazza, to be honest, of 15.4.
On the mediums as well. I think a lot of people, I expect most people to be out on the mediums because obviously this isn't a normal race. This is pre-season, so people are going to experiment more with strategies, and I think they'll want to
Well,
see
we've
them
seen two people on the wet tyres already, so...
Exactly, yeah. But and I rate that. That's sort of role playing as the testing guys, because they always do that in real life. They also do it when I don't know if you ever noticed, but when sort of like Karun Chandok and that was, or Martin Brundle, when they race
Yeah,
F1
they
cars,
always drive on the wets. But I do
Always on the
think,
wets.
especially with the professionals, they use the wets to warm them up, and then they'll put them on the slicks
Yeah.
every so often. But
And and also for, obviously the tyres are a lot more grippy, so
currently
they're
got a
slower.
Hoover going on outside my room, so
Oh, that's
the
amazing.
background noise.
But yeah, they do it for as well. I think they do it for the fact that you can't go as quick because even though these guys like Martin Brundle and stuff and Karun Chandok have raced F1 cars,
They are million pounds cars,
yeah,
so.
so it's basically to make sure you pretty much can't crash. But just an interesting sort of
just sitting on board with Chapelele, and we're going to see what he can do. And I do believe it's 14.9. So only...
He did promise us 14s in the chat, but he said 14.3 you could do on a medium, I think it was.
Well, he's not going to be happy with that, is he?
No, I imagine not.
Can you actually hear that? Because it's...
Pease is just starting a lap, actually, right now. He's just crossed the finish line.
Do you know what, though? That Merc, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does. And I was really happy to be racing in it in the Tuesday League for Parabolical Esports, because I don't know what it is, but like I certainly felt this on Tuesday. Like when you race it, you feel like you're in a quick car, even though obviously it's an equal. I think because you're just so used to seeing that car being rapid, you somehow just drive a lot quicker. I don't know if this applies to everyone, and it's just such a nice looking car as well. Really like the engine sound as well on this game. I think Pease is quite an appropriate fit for that in terms of the fact that he's a quick driver.
And he's lost it!
I think that's the commentator's curse,
I tell you what, it's a good save.
Well.
It's a very good save.
And then he's reversed into the wall. That would have been so funny if he would have lost his wheel then.
You know what? This is why there needs to be rear car damage.
It does, yeah.
You need a rear diffuser, and I think, honestly, you need to be able to rip that rear wing off.
Yeah, I think so as well. While we're on, as we're sort of wait for everyone to do their first laps, I was wondering, obviously, EA completed their takeover of Cody's for like £1 billion or whatever it was, 1.2 billion. And because it's so late to the new game, it won't affect F1 2021 apart from the logo, really. But I'm thinking for like F1 2022, obviously ignoring like the jokes about EA being stingy and stuff and the pay to win. I think it would be good if they could do a career mode like they have done on previous Madden games, whatever. And it'd be good if they added, if you could, obviously at the moment you can do an F2 to F1 career mode, but even then it feels a bit disjointed. It'd be really good if there was like a sort of career mode, full career mode where you could go from F3 to F2 to F1.
Well, to be honest, what I think, realistically, right, is if you start in F2, you shouldn't be coming into F1 in 2020. You should go into 2021 and driver moves should also already have happened, so you're not necessarily going into Ricciardo at Renault or, well, now McLaren.
And if
he could be a different team.
And if they want to build on the My Team thing, which I think is obviously really good, but it's the first year, so there's room for improvement. I think if they want to build on that, it'd be really good if they could, if you had, so at the start of each season, when you're trying to develop the car, you have testing days, so you can tweak little improvements and stuff and see which one you can do, almost like a preview and stuff. It'd be a lot more realistic as well, and all the cars had a chance to do that. Pease is just coming around.
So we've got Chapelet saying lap was pretty perfect, not gonna lie, until sector 3, and saying Denzo is quite laggy as well. So
I haven't actually seen much of Denzo. He's on a flying lap now, but Pease just went second there with a 1:15.154. He did do a purple middle actually, so but Chapelet, I'm surprised not doing more than just one lap. I guess obviously thinking of the race, but I guess if he's taking that super seriously, fair enough. Denzo's just done a purple second actually.
Blaze so coming across the line now, and that's a 14.7. And
keep an eye on Denzo as well because he's just done a purple middle.
Yeah.
And we know this guy's quick. Blaze is also rapid. I think this might be close as the notification blocks my view. See what he can do. Oof, that is
49. I tell you what, they're not split by much,
close.
are they?
Yeah, I mean, all the way from 5th to 1st, actually. That is really rapid.
I'm just gonna say it though, Chazza, mate.
Yeah, that's not
Your
bad.
confidence, it needs to be a bit higher.
I know, obviously, he did it. Well, did he do it on the softs or mediums?
He did that on the mediums. That's what I'm saying.
That's a perfectly good time then. If you're, Jonathan Cox, if you're quicker than him, he's no slouch either. And a lot of these guys, yeah, that's pretty good pace. I guess if you're comparing yourselves to the aliens of Blaze, Denzo, Chapelele, and potentially Pease and Emerson. But if you do that, then you're always going to think you're slow.
That Merc pairing is stupid. Like, I'm just saying, we gave them the freedom to pick their own teammates, and
yeah, to be fair, obviously everyone had the chance to choose their teammates. So Chapelele they could have gone with
Blaze
Denzo
or something.
Blaze
yeah,
or something. But yeah, so it's not like we've rigged it or whatever. These guys have chosen their teams, and most of them, and those that haven't been randomly assigned. So yeah, that is a really rapid. That's definitely my favourites for the constructors. The only thing is obviously Peace needs to work on his consistency, but he's rapid.
What's
and
up,
obviously
DJ?
Needs to work on not
Nice to
crashing
see you
in the
here.
final corner of Vietnam as well, just before the finish line. That would also help him.
And Lights is saying what's happened to his pace. It's just something you got to get used to again, mate. I'm assuming. But yeah, just put the practice in, Lights, and you'll find it again. I had a moment for a good 3 months or so where I completely lost all feel of the car, and couldn't even hook up exits. I was about 5 or 6 tenths off my best times every single day. It was pretty depressing, if I'm being honest, but I'm getting back to what I was at. But no, it's not a good feeling.
Yeah, you've still got a week till the new season, so this is just to get your laps in and stuff. And obviously, this track isn't even on the calendar if you're not very good at it. It's just an opportunity to sort of spin from FTH sector 1. He's just clipped the curb there, and he's lost the rear, and yeah, no damage or anything, but those tyres will be cooked. He was going for another flying lap. That's those mediums are 2 laps old.
Well,
I think they'll be kind of a bit crap now. Because,
do you know what I find is amazing in terms of this though? Is we've basically picked up some stars from some fairly decent sized leagues, and we've shoved them together,
yeah.
and we're basically like the Super League at this point, in terms of about 3 or 4 different leagues.
Yeah. Well, and it's also nice though you still got people from there that.
It's getting dark quickly.
Yeah, it is actually. I don't know what the forecast is, but did anyone say in the comments or anything?
No one's mentioned anything.
It might just be that it's clouding over, whatever. That will affect the track slightly.
Chapelele saying loving the competition now, and that's something we always want to see.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not dominating, is he?
Obviously, Droftasker gave him a good run for his money, but in qualifying, Chapelele really didn't have an equal.
No.
But now he has got that. It looks like, and even if Chapelele prevails or whatever, it doesn't matter. We just want a good battle. And
so Tango saying dry race, Chapelele saying really cloudy. I think dry, and everyone's thinking of dry quali as well. So it's just going to be a bit darker. Yeah. So we're probably not going to see the times of what these guys potentially could hit, because
the track's going to cool.
I think we could see a 13.9, 13.8 if these guys hook it up, because Q1 seeing a 13.3, no, a 14.3, sorry, is stupid.
I'm going to go on the limb and say 13.7 is going to be pole.
Well, I don't even know what the world record is, but it's something. It's not that much higher than that. Yeah.
But I honestly feel like one of these guys. I feel like, especially, it's a good. I mean, obviously, some people don't want to give away it's a balancing act as well, isn't it? Because you don't want to give away necessarily true pace to your rivals, but at the same time, you want to send a message of like, look, I'm quick. And I feel like a lot of people will be pushing in Q3.
Oh yeah.
I think some others, obviously, everyone's going to have a different approach. Some are just going to be seeing this as fun pre-season, whatever. But yes, I think especially the top guys are really competitive. They're going to try and potentially like hide their pace, but then once they see those times on the board, they're going to be like, "Nah, I've got to prove that I can go quicker than that."
Well, we've got Chapelele saying I did a .2 last season in Q1, but then Q3 came, and yeah, that's the thing, Shap. You need to hold your bottle this season, or it's gonna pay.
Well, to be fair, towards the end of the season, Chapelele did actually fix that, because he obviously there were quite a few races quite a few qualifyings where he sort of he bottled it essentially, where he was quickest in Q1, Q2, but then Q3.
Well, I think it's going to be a bit more brutal this season.
Since then, though, towards the end of last season, he was getting pole after pole. So,
well, we've got Gav saying Blaze and Denzo, and I tell you what, that's the thing. I think the way Shap could actually get these poles is because he was so confident in how easily he was quicker than everyone else in qualifying. So
yeah, do we know where the sort of what the difference is between the medium and soft pace wise?
I couldn't tell you. One of these guys in the comments could possibly. It's usually around 1 second or so, I think.
It's between. It varies to different track. It's between about 0.6 and about a second. So it'd be interesting to know, because then I guess we'd have a sort of slightly better idea of what.
But we do have a couple of obviously reserves in here today. I haven't actually highlighted who they are. Is it in Jonathan Cox, AC Immortals here? Sloth's also a reserve filling in. We were meant to have Jesse as well in. I'm not sure what's happened to him. He may be dead or something. We won't know until probably Young Lights gives us a bit more information on that, because I do think they speak. And Gurman's meant to be here as well, but I'm not sure what he's gone. But that's not going to get him through. No, Immortal.
It's not. But it's still, still decent time. Still, he's up against these really quick guys. And actually, what I will say is, we've got a lot of people for some really good leads. But shout out to Farhad, who I found in a random lobby, on online lobbies, and proved to be a pretty competent quick driver and did well last season, and I'm sure will be again. And so yeah, he's the sort of the sole representative.
What is going on outside my room? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, I think I might have recruited an elephant or something. We've got Tango saying the Kimi 2018 syndrome, Chaz saying Gav, hello, Gav saying Geordie Juggernauts, 0.607.
Yeah, FTH was second there at the end.
Okay, so the medium's slower by about 0.6 or 0.7. Tango's now saying 8/10, so it's rising by a tenth every comment.
We don't trust any of you.
Chapelele saying, what have you guys been smoking then? Lights then saying, Shap and top 3 have my pace. Where is it gone? I'm knocked out, for fuck's sake.
Does mean he gets free choice of tyre though.
Yeah, it does.
It's a pretty nice place to finish.
Like, don't forget, you've got another week to get used to that wheel.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you have been switching between a wheel and a pad, so you are not going to be You're not going to be at your best.
Just interesting at the end there. I know obviously he was on the softs, but FTH did go second, so decent showing from him at the end, because he was actually about to be eliminated before he pulled that out of the bag. So he's into Q3.
Yeah, Chaz is saying P11, decent race position. Yeah, it is, honestly.
It is, unless you have a lobby glitch at the start of the race.
Chapelele saying hard to medium, overpowered. So they're giving Lights a little bit of support there.
Yeah. Hard's
nice
a good
to
hit.
see.
I've got some pretty good results.
Yeah, they don't actually wear out.
No, it's crazy. You can even push it hards to softs if you're amazing on tyres, but yeah, hards to mediums.
You can push it, but I think if you're pushing it like that, I don't think you're going fast enough. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, exactly.
But Chapelele's out first.
Yeah,
but I've got hiccups, man.
Are you drinking something?
I've got water.
Oh, that is quite fizzy, to be fair. I can understand why you've got hiccups,
Right, my elephant's now gone for the time being. I don't know what my dad's doing, but...
Young Lights just asked, because he's streaming his race, just in case he lags, if it's internet. I think it should be able to, looking at your ping, I think you do both. considering that I'm able to stream successfully.
No, Lights is. I mean, he basically. I've seen what his upload speed and download speed is. It's basically like half. He's in or just outside of NASA HQ at the moment.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. But I will give you one just in case, Lights, because I'm a nice guy. What can I say? Also help Velocity out, so he doesn't have to invite about 5 different people who are all wrong.
You know what? Shut up. Right, we've got Chapelele loading up, and obviously he's got a point he's got to prove here that he can put it on pole, because honestly, it's exciting. It makes Q3 really exciting, seeing there's 5 drivers I can safely say can bag pole here today. We've got Emerson, Pease, Denzo, Blaze, and Chapelele could all put it on pole.
And I wouldn't even just say around today. I'd say around most tracks. I mean, I really got to admire how watching Chapelele, he really. Not only is he obviously quick, you can see why he's so quick in terms of he really pushes it to the limit of the track, like literally the track limits. He could so easily invalidate, and a lot of people are obviously too scared to do that because you don't want to risk invalidating. But he really does maximize.
He doesn't
that.
Oversteer much though, does he? He doesn't get these twitches. It's very smooth.
And I think that's not just the setups as well, because that's obviously got to do with the driver's confidence as well. You've got to have so much confidence in the car as well. Someone's gone off.
It's an Alpha Tauri.
So yeah. Also good to see One back for this season. Obviously he was a title contender.
He's replacing Andreas. We seem to only be able to have one Scandinavian at a time at the moment.
Yeah,
it's a bit unfortunate, but you know, here we go. Coming across the 13-3. Matching pretty much what Denzo did.
14-3.
14-3. It would have been insane to see it. And Denzo,
yeah, I was about to say
14-4.
Yeah.
So,
Emerson
of 14-3 as well.
Pease has invalidated his time. Blaze has invalidated his time. That's unfortunate.
Tango 14-6.
Blaze and Pease have invalidated.
Everyone's invalidated pretty much, apart from FTH is going to be the next actual valid runner across the line.
Yeah,
so
FTH did a pretty solid time in Q2.
You know what? He's got a 48.9 Sector 2 split, so he's not off the pace. He's a tenth behind really of what Denzo did on his
really
14-3.
So don't rule him out for getting decent time here.
Here we go, coming around. He's going to be a 14-something, a 14.9. Going to put him in P5. But I tell you what, it seems like if you're not getting in those 14s, you're not going to be in the top 7 or 8. Because we know Pease and Blaze are easily going to sit themselves in the 14s. Jonathan Cox, I think, probably will as well. One has the potential to, and Chazza, I think, will looking at what he could do on the mediums.
Cox just invalidated again, just before the second DRS straight. That's really unfortunate. He was just pushing really hard, and obviously when you do that, we can't all be Chapelele and be Alien and somehow keep it within the track limits. Oh, he's now spun.
Oh, and he's spun and he's hit the wall.
He could have lost his wheel there. That could have been a lot worse. Interesting. Pease has gone straight back out, and Blaze. Sorry, no, it's not Blaze.
Well, Pease.
Williams.
That's Blaze.
Oh, it was Blaze. It was my.
Yeah, Blaze is in the Williams. These two are.
He just rudely sort of cut through him. Like Pease was out first, and then he just ghosted.
Yeah, there's a really stupid. Do you want to invite Tango back, by the way? Because he doesn't like my invites for some reason.
No, that happens in real life all the time. I think it's a really good feature.
Yeah, you know what?
People just ghost through each other and out the pit lane.
Didn't think I'd be that close. I'll tell you what, Tango, mate. You're no slouch yourself.
Unfortunately, internet is, though.
Yeah, your internet doesn't like you very much. Maybe start a fight with it or something. I don't know. Scare it. Kidnap its children or kidnap something of it and threaten it to be better. Until it is better, then, torture the other one.
Why does Tango never appear on the friends list?
He's back. He's fine.
Okay.
He's back. I think he only actually seems to like Pease's invites. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure
think
why. But
maybe it's personal.
we've got Blaze and Pease about to start
yeah.
the lap. Obviously, Pease giving Blaze that space. You
Oh
want to
man,
leave about 1.5
like
second gap between you and the car in front, or else you'll be getting hit with that dirty air and losing maybe 3 tenths. I think it's not so much in qualifying, but especially in race trim.
Really throwing that car around through that first sector as you have to, and it is a purple first.
Sector 1.
What about Pease? He's gone purple as well. So
Tango, is it your internet or is it the hard drive? Because you're saying it's you want to smash your hard drive, and well,
that's sexual, or
well, it might be. There might be a massively high sexual tension. And he's done 48.7, not a purple sector 2, but
he's 48.9. So
I think Pease is getting affected by that dirty air a little bit. He hasn't given himself the gap he needed to.
Impatient.
Yeah, but that is something we do see of Pease a lot. He does sort of mess himself up a little bit by being impatient, but he's going to come across the line. It's definitely going to be a 14.359. He's 4 milliseconds off.
Yeah, Pease was definitely affected then, because he had a good first sector, but his middle sector was 2 tenths off, and then his final sector was.
And One's done a 49.0. He's not going to be putting himself in the pole shout, but he could be getting himself in front of Pease if he has hooked this up. He's a 15.1. He is going to be at the back at the moment. If
Cox needs to get a time, and he's invalidated twice.
Well, are these guys going to get around again? They've got 2 minutes to get in and out.
Yeah, I think they should do.
Sorry, I've just brought my elephant back, apparently.
Yeah. The only issue for them is going to be if they have teammates that are also going, so obviously that slows them down.
Oh, okay, so it's his internet. It's fine. It's his hard drive that's shit. So basically, Tango needs us to all start a GoFundMe and get Tango a new hard drive, because apparently it's shite. But
is he going to get next? Yeah, they will have. Well, certainly.
It's kind of tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a bit tight, but I guess the
it's
only
it's a low 1 minute lap time though, so I think we'll be alright.
No, they'll be fine. I think the only issue is obviously traffic and trying to back off. You don't want to be caught in sort of the dirt. Yeah, I think.
Well, Jonathan Cox is basically going to have a one-shot quali as well, and I mean, Pease hasn't set himself an ideal lap time either, so he'll be seeing what his bottle is like, or he's going to be quite a way down in that top 10.
Yep.
Chapelet's got out now, and he's going to be first one to set the beat this time. We know Denzo can go quicker. Obviously, he did a 14.3 in Q1, and it'll be interesting, to see what the Division 2 times are compared to what these guys are setting, because I do believe that some of the Div 2 drivers are very, very competitive, and could hold their own in this.
Yeah, we've got no Div 2 representation though in this pre-season test, have we?
No, we don't.
Would have been interesting to see, I guess. But
it would have been nice if Beefy, Mars, and Gods had showed up, but obviously, they want to.
In all fairness, it's not the season.
No, it's not a requirement.
I'm not going to criticise them especially when I'm not turning up on Saturday. So, but to be fair, it's my mum's birthday. So
no, that's not good enough. It's
yeah, true. I should be
hung.
busting it out for a pre-season.
Yeah, you should. No, but I will probably remember to give your mum a happy birthday from me on the stream. on
Oh, I'm
Saturday.
sure she'd absolutely love that.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be
She
tuning in.
regularly tunes in, and it's all she talks about.
She's like, when's VIL starting again?
She
You're
was
like,
honestly, she was gutted when it stopped at the end of, like, when the season
well,
finished.
Robbie's mum, we're back. And we're
Yeah.
racing again. I've heard she's a massive Blaze fan now.
Yeah, she really likes the.
And Chapelele's messed up his time.
Yeah, she's do you remember that place last season in Spain?
Ailhan died. It was an Alpha Tauri.
That corner. I always just visualise that when I see people come around that corner. I just visualise that crash. Obviously, as we said, Spain's not on the calendar. It's 14 race calendar. Britain is the opener, and that'll be next Thursday.
Just have to go very, very
to mess it up even more.
and he's
my
Jesus
God.
Christ!
Can I put that in the montage for last season? Because I really want to.
I think that's the opener for next season.
It's like VIL season 3 trailer, just that crash.
Yeah, honestly, it has to be. STH has actually crashed out as well. Lost his wheel where Ailhan had.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a good thing that Chapelele's car's going to disappear now, because he was.
Chapelele might be dead. Denzo's done a 14-0. He's taken pole position provisionally.
No 13s, I think that might be to do with the track conditions. To be fair, they have changed. That might be why we're not seeing it.
I mean, the 13's hard. Emerson's going to be coming around the final corner. He's going to be getting a 14-1. He's put Chapelele down into P3 at the moment.
Place.
A 14-1 as well. 2 milliseconds off.
He's 3/10 up though on his middle sector.
Oh my God, these guys aren't not slouching, are they?
That was a very high-pitched voice.
14-2. I don't know, but Chapelele bottling is my special move. Honestly, I might start calling you Spurs.
It wouldn't be that harsh.
Tango, 2 milliseconds. Yeah, look at that. Look at the gap between Emerson and Blaze. It's stupid.
2 milliseconds. Yeah, and to be fair, everyone's in the 14s, aren't they? That's nice to see. Literally every single person's in the 14s, so no one's left out. Well done, everyone. No one got in the 13s, but no one was in the 15s either. So we appreciate that. Good.
What though? Chapelele could have definitely done better, and he's gonna have to start from P5.
I think Denzo could as well.
Though?
But obviously, he has got pole.
I do like seeing how tough it is, because Chapelele was like a quali merchant last season, and race, but seeing how competitive it is, he's down in P5 now because he messed up his last run.
Yeah, but we know his race pace here. He messed up his last run on his debut, and he won the race.
Yeah, but that was a different grid. That's the thing.
Of course, yeah, no, of course it was a different grid, but I just mean, don't rule him out.
No, I wouldn't, but...
Well, don't.
Don't. I'm sorry, Shap. You know what, I'm going to have a marshmallow.
I'm drinking this beer too quickly, it's really upsetting, because I've only got one more.
Honestly, you're terrible.
No, well, I get
You have no self-control, do you?
I get a minimum of, an 8-pack or a 6-pack from the newsagents every Friday. I'm pretty sure the guy in there thinks I'm an alcoholic, because I've done that for the past 5
Oh,
years.
no. When I work mornings, right, at my work, there's a guy who comes in. Well, there's a couple of guys, and they'll buy,
Name drop them, so they can be on VIL.
I don't know their names, I've just...
Well, no, next time I ask them and say, look, I run a really
They
good
buy
league,
bottles of vodka every single day.
Jeez, got to rate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Right, I'll do my formation lap
don't
things.
actually need this for once.
So, we've got Denzo on pole, his debut in VIL, and I tell you what, that's one way to come in, isn't it? Pole position. Then we've got Emerson in P2. He does like his P2s, always getting himself into the situations. Blaze in P3, Total P's the other mark in P4, Chapelele and a probably favourite for the championship this season in P5, Tango in P6. Hopefully his hard drive doesn't give out on him, and maybe he could be on for a good result here today. Chazza in P7. Maybe he can pit. I think he should have a lot more confidence in himself, if I'm being honest, because he's a quick driver as well. Yeah.
He's starting on the
Jonathan
mediums.
Cox in P8, One in P9, FTH in P10. Young Lights with his new internet is the first man on the free compound tyres. He's on the mediums. Then we've got AC Immortal.
Ignore the advice of everyone in chat of going on the hards.
AC Immortal is in P12. A new driver, a very unknown entity as well. Just in front of his friend of Farhad in P13, we know what he's capable of as well. Phil Razor possibly is worth showing in terms of qualifying. We've seen down in P14, Dan Murphy starting from the back as he always does in P15, and obviously I'm Sloth is disconnected in P16, so his car is basically irrelevant.
Is he not joining back, or do we
his internet's cut out?
Oh, well, that's...
So he said he'll join back if he can, but yeah, it's not looking great. As we're lining up 33 laps of...
join on the formation lap.
No. But yeah, 33 laps of Barcelona. Looks quite cloudy. Dry race though, apparently. So, you know, I think we should have the weather forecast as well.
Yeah, that's something they should add for next year, definitely. They need to improve the spectator options. Obviously, we have the Delta glitch as well.
Right, there you go. That was quick. Oh, there we go. Tango's just left.
And we got cars starting at different times. We've got
Tango and Sloth have gone, and there we go. Everyone else is going.
Denzo looks like he's had a decent start. Actually, he's had an amazing start, and he's going to break this the slipstream of Emerson here, and he's managed to do it.
Oh, so Chapelelli's had contact. He's got wing damage.
He has.
Blaze cut in on him slightly, and he's down into P9. He's not going to be too happy about the way this has started, though.
Yeah, and AlphaTauri there also went wide. There's a bit of contact, almost 3 wide there. We got that's the disconnected car of Sloth as well there, I think. But yeah, really hectic, and right on the back of FTH is Chapelele, but he's also got to look out for Young Lights. Who's
well, he's going to be falling back because that wing damage does look serious. And Farhad saying, someone send me an invite. Can you get Farhad another invite in?
I will. And just before
Chapelele is going slowly.
That's nice.
And
he just let Young Lights through there because of his damage. He didn't.
Yeah, well, you never know. Stuff like that can he can get a safety car. He does like his safety cars, and he does have the pace to find his way back through this grid as well. So obviously things do go wrong for people. Denzo leading on the end of lap 1, looking very, very strong, followed by the 2 Mercs. Blaze in P4 as well. I'm not counting the top 2 because they're disconnected and started about 20 seconds before everyone else. But yeah, Blaze in P4. I do think Tango's joined back, and he is giving back positions. Chapelele's retired from the race, not having the greatest of
he's retired
times. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not.
Oh,
it's not
we've got.
race.
Oh no, wait, we're fine. That's Tango giving back positions and moving himself back into where he was.
Farhad, did you? I can't find your name. I swear I was friends with you. If not, I'll just type it in.
We do have a race on our hands. Right, Denzo leading though, still comfortably. Chapelele has left. He's not going to be too happy. I mean, it is a pre-season, so there's nothing really on the line for him to retire.
No, of course, yeah. We're not going to judge that.
Yeah, it's not the way he'd ideally like to start, but, you know...
I mean, I missed what happened. Did you get it on stream?
Yes, I did. It's just an unfortunate turn 1 incident, realistically. It's not really... he was squeezed in between Blaze and Peas, and there's nowhere he can really go.
Yeah.
It's just those turn 1 incidents that always happen. Because we do have a massive... Just a train. Everyone's split perfectly.
Well, I have invited Farhad back. Hopefully he
has
rejoins.
joined back, actually, so... He's down at the back.
Wait,
I did actually turn up the AI difficulty
I don't think he has.
for today.
I don't think he has rejoined. I think he's disconnected.
No,
He's ghost.
he has.
Oh no,
yeah,
he's back. He's rejoined. Yeah, he's rejoined now, definitely. Yeah, okay. So yeah, to be fair to him, he's not that far back, so you can definitely still get points.
Yeah, I bumped up the AI difficulty just for these disconnects and stuff, so
yeah,
people didn't get absolutely ruined by it. But Chapelele, I ain't gonna wait for an SC in pre-season. Sorry. No, Chapelele, don't apologise, mate.
No,
it's I love you. It's fine, Chap, mate. Yeah, no. It's only pre-season. Just hopefully, the start of your season goes a little bit better for you. And just don't get into those incidents.
No one's,
actually,
obviously we're only on lap 3, but DRS will be enabled in a second.
Well, it does look like Tango's on the back of Jonathan Cox now and could be making a move. This is the only move I can actually see happening at the moment.
Blaze is quite closer to Total Peace, but too far. Yeah, Tango's going for it on Jonathan Cox. He's going to get that done quite easily.
But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like the real life F1 at the moment. No one's really able to make any moves on each other. We're training up a little bit.
Yeah, in all fairness, it is training up, so at least we haven't got any massive gaps at the moment. But yeah, I know what you mean in terms of these sort of gaps. You do need to be so close. As Tango actually did a purple sector there from his overtake on Jonathan Cox. But yeah, you have to be so close to overtake around here, and following isn't particularly easy. So yeah, it's just why it's not particularly a good track.
I think Jonathan Cox has a 5-second penalty. I think.
No, it's 3 seconds.
Is it 3 second? He was cut.
It came up at the bottom 3 seconds. Currently closest out of these guys actually is Blaze and Total Peace. Blaze is getting closer and closer. He caught up to him a bit there under DRS on that straight as well, which we're going to see change in the next game because it has been in real life. That corner. Obviously, Pease though will have the DRS of the car in front of Emerson, so it's going to neutralise that a bit. Although he's not had the best.
Well, we've had an incident, no. AC Immortal's around, and he's had a bad exit, and he's going to be falling all the way to the back of the pack. And obviously, he's got a lot to do now to catch back up with everyone.
My leaderboard's glitched because it says that
mine hasn't actually. So you know.
Well, what is does yours? Because mine is saying that Farhad is behind AC Immortal.
Oh yeah, it is actually. Sorry. Yeah, because Farhad's apparently a lap down.
Yeah, he isn't though. I mean, how would he be a lap?
I don't know. But it does look like Pease is really struggling to keep Blaze behind him at the moment. Blaze is all over the back of him.
Chaz are also on the back of Phil, but obviously we'll prioritise.
Pease has also fallen off the back of Emerson and Denzo as well.
No DRS now to save him. Blaze had a little bit of a twitch through there. It's very easy to lose it. Through that corner, he's done that flat out there, but Pease has had a good exit there as well. Obviously, I think he's cranking up the overtake because it looks like he's got a lot more speed in a straight line. As Denzo officially takes the lead from the Ghost of Car of Sloth.
Yeah, they are finally catching up and overtaking Sloth, which is
quite distracting though.
Probably not the most ideal thing to have to drive through, but obviously, I think. But I do think Pease has the gap now, and it is within DRS. And do you think there was a bit of team orders there for Emerson to fall back a tiny bit, just to allow? Oh my God!
He's now going for the Emerson's move on Denzo, so I'm not sure about. He's been told to slow down or anything because if he has, he's
not made. That's good defending there by Denzo though.
Young Lights has just overtaken One, by the way, whilst we were looking at that. Emerson on the back of Denzo still, but Pease now catching up to Sloth. But Blaze has fallen back a bit, and at one point there, just before we saw that move, Tango was getting very close to Blaze, so don't rule out Tango from this, because he's in DRS range now. No,
it's a bit upsetting. We can't see Chapelele in the midst of this 4-man battle. Actually 5-man battle, because I'm not. Tango is in this actually.
Yeah, he is in this. 100%.
But you know, I guess these things happen, don't they? And I think it will happen to everyone at some point in the season. They won't have it. They're they're not going to have it all their own way this season, are they? Looking at how stacked this grid is, you're going to have incidents.
I think the softs might be starting to go off a bit because One's been overtaken by Lights, and I'm seeing that FTH is now being caught by Phil on the hards. So perhaps already.
Yeah, they don't last very long as they are coming into the pits now.
We do know, yeah. Well, there's confirmation.
Well, here we go. Emerson coming at Denzo again.
And he's,
tell you what, Denzo's placing that car perfectly so he doesn't get caught. And while one Merc is attacking, the other one's defending. And I don't really know which one to look at.
Chaz are also all on the back of Phil on those mediums compared to the hards, but he's had a really wide line there. Blaze on the back of Peas, as you mentioned. But
we're getting people starting to spread out a little bit. Young Lights in a little bit of the world of his own. But
we know how the tyre wear here on anything but the hards is pretty crap. So I expect to see that, especially the further we go into the race. Chaz.
Tango's actually closing up to the back of Blaze as well. So
yeah, he is. Young Lights gets past Sloth, who will continue to tumble down the order in his disconnected car. So Phil up into P8 at the moment. Remember, he started P14, so it's a decent start from Phil to get up that many positions. But he has got Chazza to contend with. Chazza is right behind him.
Well, here we go.
It's definitely glitching because
yellow flag.
Young Lights.
Young Lights. Issue, hasn't he? Did he go into the gravel?
Yeah, he must be because there was no one near him. So it must have been a driver error, and it looks like he's been in the gravel. So I can only assume, Dan Murphy is now saying thank you very much. He's not going to get him, I don't think, in this corner, but he's on those hards, and Young Lights won't have done those medium tyres any favours, and he would have lost a lot of momentum. So frustrating for Young Lights. He's got to keep his head.
I do think he will get his pace though. Coming, we've got yellow flags in sector 3, and there's no one there.
Nothing there. Yeah, that's just a glitch.
Do you know what? I think the marshals are going a bit crazy, if I'm being honest. But
Chaz is still right.
Do you know what? Emerson's falling off a little bit from Denzo, or am I on crack? I'm not sure.
I mean, in terms of Delta, yes, slightly, but I wouldn't read too much into it at this point because it can literally just be someone saving the ERS or something. It's still incredibly close. Chaz also still incredibly close on the back.
Tango's chilling on the back as well. I tell you what, I'm so glad we've got these guys here because it's a 5-way battle for the win. One mistake from these guys and you're behind them all.
I've just noticed that every lap Farhad apparently goes another lap down despite the fact that he's not being lapped at all. So currently, if my calculations are correct, there are 4 cars behind
Emerson coming down the inside. No, he's not going to be able to make the move though. And Tango's still just chilling.
Someone on the grass there.
Yeah, that was
Chazza.
Chazza
made a mistake there.
Not quite sure how he's done that on the straight, but
Jonathan Cox is going past Immortal here. Jonathan Cox is getting the move done on Immortal. Immortal's going to get right behind him, get the slipstream, but obviously doesn't have the DRS to fight Jonathan Cox on that occasion.
He's setting a purple lap as well with an 18-1.
Jonathan Cox up to P11. But as I was saying, if my calculations are correct, there are 4 cars behind Farhad, so he is in fact P11.
It's not too bad, is he?
Yeah, I don't... I'm really confused what is going on there. Yeah, because Jonathan Cox is behind Farhad. So yeah, Farhad is currently in the points then. If Jonathan Cox is P11. I don't know. But either way, he's doing okay. Ignore the fact that it says that he's 3 laps down. Emerson is really close to Denzo yet again. Bit of a bumpy exit there. Is he going to get closer? But Blaze is getting really close to Peas as well. I think...
Well, these guys are running on fumes as well in terms of ERS. You can see that red light blinking on 2 of the cars.
That means they're saving when you see that light.
It's actually below a certain amount.
Blaze is going for the move on Peas now. And Peas goes defensive. He's going to have the inside line. Blaze is going to go round the outside. Do they avoid contact?
Beautiful attempt of a move.
He's going to have the inside now.
Yeah, he's done it. That's a beautiful move there by Blaze.
Yeah. Well done to both of them for giving the room, but yeah, really good move there from Blaze.
As Young Lights is going through on Iron Sloth.
I'm surprised he didn't lose that position to Dan, to be honest, because obviously Young Lights had that mistake and Dan was on the back of him.
Maybe he does have the pace, but P's picking up the first penalty of the top 5, and
that could prove crucial, you know. This is a track where it's, penalties aren't a given. I don't think so anyway. So I think that could prove to be potentially crucial.
There's
Emerson
a couple
is
of
so close to Denzo here. That's as close
I
as
do
I've seen him.
believe that there will possibly be a move for P1
This is the
here.
closest I've seen him at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, Denzo's running on fumes on ERS. He's not going to be able to defend this. And Emerson is going to get this move done. Yes, he is. And he is through into P1 at the moment.
Just simple, clean move. Blaze has got past P's as well. Well, yeah, we saw that a minute ago.
We saw that, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Look, I've had a beer. Alright. Further down. Thing is, we never know if Farhad's close to anyone.
No, at the moment, we're just streaming the top 5 at the moment. Yeah. I do apologise to everyone else in the race, but...
I'm trying to keep up. To be fair, I'm trying to say, like, if there are moves done further down, so... yeah, Denzo's now got
Denzo's 3 seconds, yeah.
Tango's now on the back of P's, you know.
Well, Pease does seem to be struggling a little bit in terms of these guys, and I don't know if Pease is going to be the one who falls maybe off the back of these guys, or is he going to be able to defend? But
it's a big gap from the top 5 to then Phil. It's a 9-second gap, so he's not in danger, I don't think, of falling much further than that, but doesn't want to fall too much. Dendo's now gotten a really good run on Emerson, I think.
Well, Pease is now into the pits. He's going to be pitting. That doesn't
surprise me. He seemed to be struggling the most out of everyone on the tyres there.
And he's going to be probably pitting onto the hards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on board with Pease and see what he's doing. Yeah, he is going onto the hard compounded tyres.
Oh, he nearly lost it there. Nearly lost it, Denzo. Emerson dips his tyre in the grass there as well. Chazza's still on the back of Phil Razor. He stayed about 2 tenths behind Phil Razor for, God, it seems like about 10 laps.
Well, actually, get me on board with this. Is P's going to get out in front of... Yes, he is. He's getting out in front of Farhad. That could be crucial for his race. He's going to want to undercut all of these guys, and it is possible he could undercut these guys, as they're all going to be battling. And
because he's ghosting for me.
No, because that'll be ghosting lapped cars, and apparently the game thinks he's a lapped car.
Yeah, he thinks he's a lapped car. Yeah. Well, at least he can't have any contact with other drivers.
No, he's good.
Yeah, you're right. It was the lap thing. As soon as he gets too close to P's, it goes to. Very good from Codemasters. Let's hope that EA spend that 1.2 billion on fixing the bugs. I know they won't, because if you look at FIFA...
Well, maybe we'll pack the bugs or something.
Yeah. Well, you look at FIFA though.
Well, we've got Blaze and Tango both in the pits now, and it's only Denzo and Emerson out together now. And I tell you what, though, these guys are so close. And I wonder, do you reckon these guys are covering off the undercut from P's, or?
Yeah, I think so. But also, it won't.
Is it actually going to come out behind P's? I think P is going to get the under. Well, actually,
for
Blaze is getting out in front of him. It's not worked for Blaze.
Pease is going for it.
Oh, he's not going to be able to make it work. But I'll tell you what, they've not split up though, have they? Tango falling a little bit off, but that happens when you're in the pits. So he'll try and get back on this as soon as possible.
There for Velocity,
thank you. No, I'm talking about on pit exit. The other guy will accelerate. Okay, shut up, pussy. Right. Emerson, I do expect to.
I forgot that he was racing today. Okay.
Who's what? Jesse.
Jesse, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there is a permanent seat available for him if he does so wish. I did say he got the was next in line, and these guys are now coming into the pit. No wing damage, guys. There we go. Denzo getting extremely close to the back of Emerson, and we're just going to see where these guys are going to come out of the pits, if Blaze is going to jump them.
Well, Phil, obviously, he's opted to start on those hard tyres, and he now leads the race on those hard tyres. He has got Chazza, who's been on the back of him, as I said, for about a million
these guys
years.
Getting on the back straight now. Young Light's into the pits as well. Are these guys going to get jumped, or are they going to they're coming out right now? Blaze is going to be coming out alongside Denzo. Who's going to get out in front? Denzo gets undercut by Blaze, and Emerson still leads this race in the net.
I don't know if you saw that. Blaze's rear just went a bit crazy there.
But no, Emerson's got the net lead of this race still, but a bit of a mix-up in terms of P2. Blaze has done really, really well and got the undercut on
Also,
Denzo.
in terms of going well, Chazza, Dan, and Phil have done really well in terms of the strategy, especially Phil and Dan, who started on those hards.
Well, Chaz has gone for forever, and he's sticking with them.
And he's just being dragged along by Phil because he's been in Phil's DRS, as I said, for pretty much since DRS was enabled. So Phil's let him through. Or did he make a mistake?
I would assume he's made a mistake. Phil's not the type of guy to let people through. As we did see literally all of last season.
Yeah, I think he's made a mistake on wide there, but Chaz is finally through. But it does mean that Phil will actually have DRS, though.
Chaz must be getting into this sort of area where a puncture could be, possible,
Phil
surely.
is going to try and overtake him straight away. They're going side by side here. Phil is going to have the inside. And he's just about made the move done, although his rear's all over the place. His rear's moving more than a girl's TikTok.
Wow. Now
so,
that's... wait, what the hell is... Huh? Wait. What the hell am I witnessing? Okay, now Farhad's coming out the pits, but if you go on the stream and go back to right now, I've just seen Farh drive backwards down the pit lane, so...
He's apparently 8 laps now, 8 laps down at this point. I think it's going to be a world record according to this game, even though he's not 8 laps down. I can assure you, everyone going in and going, wow, this guy's really bad. It's the game glitching. He's not even a lap down, let alone 8. Phil has now pulled out a second lead on Chazza. It's 1.1 actually. And I think Phil and Dan are probably going to go to at least lap 20. On those hards. They seem, these hards do last for a
When's
long time.
Chazza gonna come? Oh, he's coming in now.
Yeah, he's coming in now.
You know what?
I think,
he's done well there, though.
Yeah,
he's done really well.
I think he has, but now we have the 2 hard runners running 1 and 2, Phil and Dan. Phil obviously started 14th.
Do you know
Dan
what, though?
5th.
Emerson is going to catch up to the back of these guys very, very soon, and it's going to play effect, because if he can clear these guys before, with inside the DRS zone and drop these 4 behind, then he's got a very, very good chance of winning this race, because these guys are matching each other so closely. And I will be interested to speak to these guys, especially after this race, and just see what they thought of how close this was actually, because they're not separating.
Emerson is gaining on Dan rapidly. He's gaining by about a 10th every corner. So yeah, expect that to come soon. Phil's done really well in terms of not getting any penalties. Dan has got 1 3-second penalty. Yeah, I mean, obviously it depends how far you can push it, but these guys probably will be going on to the mediums at some point.
Well, they'll be hitting around lap 20, that's the thing, so...
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, they will be quick at the end, the mediums...
Well, Emerson set the fastest lap, and that's a good time there.
And that fastest lap has put him within DRS range of Dan. I think he's going to approach it. It'll be interesting to see how much of us, Phil gets the first penalty of the race for him. It'll be interesting to see how much of defence that Dan actually puts up against Emerson, or even how much he's able to, because obviously the difference between 2-lap-old hards and 16-lap-old hards...
The thing is how's Dan gonna... Once Emerson gets past, how's he gonna deal with Blaze needing to get past, Denzo needing to get past, Pease needing to get past, and Tango needing to get past? These guys aren't gonna wait around, are they? No,
and I think we'll know that, and I think that's why he will... Maybe if he doesn't fight for Emerson, he will fight for the others, but to be honest, he will need to defend from the
Blaze
others
getting a little bit wobbly there.
Yeah,
on
I
that.
did see that. I had Alan flashbacks just then. But yeah, I mean, Dan will do all he can, and that rhymed, but the pace difference is going to be quite crazy. The only thing on his side is if he can survive this straight, then he's got a good chance of keeping it for at least another lap.
Yeah, well, he's got to get a run here, and I don't think he's got it.
No, he's not.
No, Emerson is going to take him quite easily here.
Yeah, I think Blaze might have a run at him as well,
There's yellow flags in Sector 3, but nothing's happened.
Yeah. There's literally nothing that's happened.
There we go. Emerson's cleared it, and Blaze hasn't, so This is
Yeah.
huge for the race. 'Cause I'm going to sit on board with Blaze because he's not going to wait around, is he, at all?
No.
Dan Murphy running on fumes as well, and Blaze is looking for any way round, and he just can't find it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that was him weaving to look to go past, or if it was him with a bit of an issue of understeer or whatever, but Denzo's right behind him as well, looking to get past. He's got to be careful, the speed difference. He doesn't actually get wing damage from hitting the back of Dan Murphy.
Oh, he's just trying, isn't he? Just needs to find his way through, or else he's in danger of letting Emerson just walk off.
Well, Dan will have the advantage of DRS. He's still in DRS zone of Emerson, and yeah, he's certainly not going to get him on this short DRS straight. And as long as if Dan can stay in DRS at Emerson and get a far better exit than he did last time, he will have a good chance to defend. Emerson is approaching DRS range now, Phil.
Well, the thing is, if Phil holds up Emerson now, though...
Phil is pitting. Phil is pitting.
Well, he's not gonna then.
No,
but here we go.
Heard you and thought, nah. Emerson's done fastest lap of the race. And
Blaze is going to get past. Is he going to get... Yeah, he's definitely getting past here. Denzo's going for it as well, just tucking in behind. Is Denzo going to get round the outside? No, he's not, but I tell you what, it's going to be very, very interesting how long Denzo now waits around for, because these guys are slowly splitting up, and Dan Murphy's doing these guys favours.
Yeah, that could be significant, the fact that Denzo's failed to get past him there, because, well, actually, not just for Denzo, but for Denzo, Pease, and Tango. That's going to massively help it, even for another couple of corners. That really makes a difference. And I mean, Denzo's got to be careful, because look at Toby Pease. He's on the back of him as well, as the elephant has returned outside.
I honestly do apologise, but I feel like my dad's
playing the bongo drums.
Honestly, no, it's definitely my dad, but I feel like he's just got the saw out and is now starting to saw down the house. But
fair enough.
yeah, so if I do get crushed or something, at some point, if you hear a massive bang or something going down, that's my house and I am dead, so yeah, I'm not sure how you guys will continue.
Dan's
but
finally going into the pit.
Yeah, it's a big loss though, as Emerson set another fastest lap, and Blaze hasn't managed to match it either. So is Emerson going to be able to...
He's gaining on Denzo. He's going to be too far back this time, but he has got very close to him through there. Taking a slightly different line through there, but
well, these guys on it. I don't know what he's doing. It is baffling. Oh, we've got a new comment. Rick saying, hi, is there still place for sign-ups this season as a driver or reserve? I know this league has already been in it already, but want to return. Yes, mate.
Rick from Div 2, Rick GVR.
I'm not sure, Rick. If you just put your PSN in the comments for us, and we'll I'll
but
get.
Yeah, you can still be a reserve, absolutely.
Honestly, man,
there are places.
What is going on?
You will have a chance of.
It's Rick GVR, whatever.
Yeah. He raced in GP2, then he had to drop out. So yeah, he can absolutely. He'll probably be a GP2 reserve, but if he wants to sign up, whatever, absolutely welcome.
Yeah. What I'll do, we'll get Maz to send you the link to the Discord, mate, and.
Denzo's done the fastest lap of the race.
Rick saying just won a league race with 26 points. I mean, that's commanding.
26 points.
Yeah, fastest lap as well.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, no, that's good to hear for him, I guess. Showing his rapid. He was pretty quick in Div 2, to be fair, but didn't have that many races. I think he got podium, he was sort of around top 5 pace, but that fastest lap has really helped him.
Cool, I'm quicker than before, so I'm glad to come back, because I left because of mental problems.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if you're quicker before then. Maybe you could even be both. You could be a GP1 and GP2 reserve, and then based on... because you'll definitely get a chance to race, even as a reserve, and then based on that we can sort of decide which one we prefer to have you, because there are a few people like that who are sort of in the middle of those reserves, and they're actually really handy.
Is this really loud for you, the elephant?
It is quite loud, but it's not like deafening. Like I can still like hear you. So I think it probably isn't as loud in stream.
I hope not, because I might decapitate my dad and do like it on stream or something.
fans when I see some
Yeah,
videos.
like just give them a bit of a run for their money. But I
taking
tell you
a
what,
dart for-
Denzo's caught up to the back of Blaze, and
Yeah.
Blaze actually fallen off.
Okay, that is loud. That is really loud. Is he sawing your door?
I don't.
Is he like
I
trying to break
really
into your room?
do not know what is going on.
Ono's now positive. You think he is trying to saw?
Right,
and make
I'll
his
be
way
right
into your
back,
room.
guys. I'm gonna see what this is. 2 seconds.
Yeah. So whilst Velocity confronts his dad and why he's trying to soar into his room, I guess I'll take over. Blaze, as I said, under pressure from Denzo, did the fastest lap 2 laps ago now, Denzo, so he has currently got that fastest lap point. Obviously, it doesn't matter, it's pre-season, but still a nice confident boost, and it's certainly reflecting in how much he's caught up to Blaze here. Obviously, the difference between Denzo and Blaze at the moment is that 3-second time penalty. Speaking of 3-second time penalty, FDH has just got a 3-second time penalty. I believe that is his first. He's actually done 14 laps on the hard, so he obviously had an early pit stop. I think he was on the soft, so he's definitely doing a 2-stop. Blaze had a far better exit there than Denzo, though. He should be able to hang on, although Denzo's turned everything up, I think, because look at the difference in speed. Denzo is going to breeze past Blaze. That was, wow. Looked like he was too far back there, but I think Blaze might have not been using any ERS and Denzo using the ERS, because that's the only explanation I can think of that difference in pace. Denzo goes defensive at the end of the first sector. Total pleases, and there's Jonathan Cox now pits for his final pit stop. 10 laps to go. They have actually flown by, you know. Big lock up there from Denzo. So currently Denzo P2, but Emerson has got a 2.2 second buffer as it stands.
Right, yeah, so I'm gonna apologise to my dad because he's not the one being the terrorist, it's my brother hoovering his wall.
Hoovering?
Yeah, I'm not even shitting.
No, hang on. No, he's got a saw. I'm sorry, that is not the sound of hoovering a wall.
I don't know, but
that
yeah,
he's hiding it. He's hiding
Wait,
it.
so just Rick saying, just scrolling through the YouTube and saw this, so thought why not, and then also saying, lol, Young Lights is the only one I remember here on track.
Well, speaking of Young Lights, he's in the wall.
He's not had the best time, but I tell you what, one positive I can really say to the Young Lights today: your internet has been quality.
Yeah. It has been, to be fair. As Farhad gets past Young Lights, and that'll be P10 now for Farhad. So he's actually in the points, despite the fact him saying he's 8 laps down. Yeah, Young Lights has
13 laps down, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't have that on. Yeah,
Farhad, why are you so slow, honestly? I thought you were alright.
He's P10, but he's 13 laps down, apparently. Young Light's coming into the pits. He has got end plate damage. I only caught the end of that. He looked like, I'm not sure if there was contact or anything. I know the first incident there wasn't contact. But yeah, he lost it around that fast right-hand.
Emerson's looking comfortable, isn't he? Emerson's...
He is, but what I would say to that is that the gap was about 2.3 seconds. It's now down to 1.9.
Well, he's got a new chaser, doesn't he? That's the thing.
But what I mean is, it is starting to come down. I'm just saying that it literally is starting to go up again. But Pease is right on the back of Blaze as well.
While I was gone, what's happened with Tango?
He's just sort of dropped back, really. Nothing. I didn't see a mistake or anything. But yeah, I'm going to quickly go to the toilet and get another beer, and I'll be right back. I'll leave you.
Okay, so it's me and you together. Pease is setting the fastest lap of the race now, so. Obviously, there is some real challenges here. P's looking for a way past Blaze. Blaze seems to be struggling a little bit now, coming onto these hard tyres. And it does seem to be the slower of the 4 drivers in terms of out-and-out pace. But they can't find a way through. Obviously, Denzo's got to get another 9 tenths on Emerson to be able to drag these guys in. And Jonathan Cox going fastest with a 17.2 now. So, not doing bad at all. But yeah, no, Pisa needs to find his way past Blaze, because Blaze seems to be the one holding these guys up at the moment. Pisa picked up another time penalty, and that's going to be big for him. Realistically, I think the only ones fighting this race win at the moment is Blaze and Emerson. I don't know what their warning situations are, if that will put Denzo back in it, but that 3 second isn't looking too nice for Denzo. And obviously, P's having probably about a millennium worth of penalties isn't going to be looking too great. He's going to drop down maybe, well, I think he might be alright in terms of dropping too many. Young Light's picking up another 3-second time penalty. So, what's it? Matt's saying penalties aren't too easy to come by. I was obviously lying. He does chat a lot of shit, but yeah, no, this gap is definitely coming down a lot at the moment. I'm just wondering if Emerson thinks the gap's guaranteed to come down after a while, so he's just saving and waiting for the battle to come to him, because he's got to defend for another 7 laps. So we do have another comment, and I'm just gonna... Oh. No, we don't. But yeah, it's 1.2 seconds now. Denso, if he gets another, 4 tenths now, he's just lost 2 tenths. Definitely a mistake was somewhere there. But if he gains another 4 tenths, he's back in DRS, and then it obviously opens up for all 4 of them again to see who could win this. Obviously, on track is where it all wants to be, though, because obviously no points for pre-seasons. Tango's lagged out the session again. He's gonna be all right for his position at the moment, but he's going to want to get back into the session ASAP. But yeah, Denso is slowly catching up to the back of Emerson. It's the only real battle that's going on right now. We do have Jonathan Cox slowly closing up to the back of Chazza as well. That'll be a battle we do look at some point. Maybe in a lap or two there'll be some striking there, but looking at the speed Jonathan Cox has, he might be looking at very soon, as Jonathan Cox is all over the back of Chazza, and Chazza's looking in a little bit of danger here in terms of where he will be. Is Jonathan Cox maybe in the next DRS zone or something? Could be looking to make a move. Is at the moment we do have a 1-4 for Mercedes, so that would be a great result if there was points counted for this race. But obviously it does just show how good this team is. But obviously the Red Bulls, obviously you need to highwell how good FDH is doing as well.
Disconnected.
He's back in already. Young Light's done a 17 flat as well. Jonathan Cox picking up another 3-second time penalty and is still all over the back of Chazza.
We've still got 6 or 7 laps to go, but what I will say is that it is really good to see the grid looking so competitive.
Oh yeah, this isn't exactly like the best track for overtaking. This is
exactly. This is only pre-season, and as you say, it's
well.
not
I think we're going to be seeing an overtake here. Jonathan Cox will have the DRS on Chazza, and look at how quickly he gains, gaining, but it's going to put it down the inside of Chazza and will make that move stick, and Jonathan Cox goes up into P10.
Chazza didn't fight it too much. I'm surprised that he left the inside open, but yeah, I think Chazza realised that the pace wouldn't make too much of a difference. He's obviously on the hards, they're older hards, he's going to the end. Jonathan Cox is also going on the end, but he's on those mediums, fresh mediums, so yeah, I mean...
As Tango's lagged out, well, not lagging out, but he needs to get a new hard drive. Tango, invest.
Yeah. Such a pain to invite him, because even though he's on my friend list, I have to search him up each time, because he just doesn't appear.
Yeah, I have the same thing. I don't know what it is, but all of these guys are struggling now, and Emerson is literally just outside, and now he's in DRS. And I was saying without you that
oh, he's joined back.
Emerson could lose this to Blaze if he's not careful, or if he gets pushed outside. Tango saying got stuck on please wait. Oh, okay, so he... Oh, is that why he dropped back, do you think?
Yeah, it probably was, yeah. I've had that happen to me before, it's really frustrating. But mine was because of internet issues. Denzo's now in DRS range of Emerson, and obviously Denzo has got that penalty, so Blaze is probably the biggest threat to Emerson at the moment. But obviously that could change if Emerson gets another 3-second penalty. If he gets a 3-second penalty, we don't know the warning situation. But yeah, Denzo is now on his DRS, and this train continues. It's a real shame about Tango because he obviously was in this train, but now he's dropped back. Well, he's still in P5, but FTH in hot pursuit. Phil actually has done a really good race. He's in P7, he's in DRS range of FTH, so he could potentially be on for P6, which would be a really good result from Phil considering he qualified 14th. So a good and encouraging pre-season race for him as it stands.
Well, it's a bit backwards for him, isn't it, this season? Maybe he's thought about what we were saying in the off-season, at the end of last season. He's reversed it. He's gone for the race pace over the quali pace. And
race pace is more important, ultimately. And
but obviously you do need the quali pace.
You want, and ideally, of course, you want both. But if you have to,
here we go. Rick saying back again. Do you need my Discord? Switched accounts apparently. If you just put your Discord down in the comment section.
With the numbers on it. At the end,
with the numbers on it, and Tango saying it's not going to let him back in.
That's annoying.
That's annoying for you, but
Phil's got past FTH. Missed that. I think FTH must have made a mistake.
Tell you what though, Tango's actually going to hold. I think Tango's going to hold on to that P5 even if he doesn't get in though.
Yeah, he's got a 10-second gap,
but
9-second now. But yeah, he should be able to hold up with only 3 laps to go.
No, he's. I tell you what though, Tango's look competitive when he's hard driving.
He just needs to fix that.
My brother's still I think he's scraping the wall with a Hoover. I'm not even shitting.
He hoovering the wall?
I don't know.
Jizzed on the wall or something?
Oh, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But had some decent pace for the first 15 laps. The top 4 are so consistent. I tell you, they are. They're incredibly consistent. You
showed that you could stay with them until obviously the hard drivers. Denzo within 2/10 there at one point because of
I'll screenshot that, Rick, mate, and I'll get, if Maz forgets to check that at the end, I'll shove it in the admin chat and get him to send you the invite as he is in charge of the...
And for now, I'll make you both a GP1 and GP2 reserve because, especially if you've got quicker, just so we can see whereabouts you stand, etc.
Well, actually, Rick, have you got a full grid for...
yeah, actually, that's a good point. No, we haven't at all. I think we've got about 12 drivers. I'll be messaging the reserves tomorrow. Well, no, the deadline is... Yeah, the deadline
what is this kid doing? Right, so anyway, Rick, did you want to participate in the Saturday's race? Around Spain as well?
It's another pre-season test. It's not an official... it's not like a championship race.
Be nice to see what your pace is like, because then obviously...
Yeah. League race starts, the season starts next Thursday.
Yeah, Rick said he's happy with every seat possible. So,
yeah, absolutely, because, the season, that Saturday race will
honestly,
be
I think my brother's a terrorist.
I think he is. That Saturday race will be...
time. It has changed. Time.
It's changed to 6 o'clock UK time. 6 PM. I think you're Dutch, aren't you, Rick? So, if I remember correctly...
It'll be 7 o'clock,
time. So... and you'll notice when you join back, everyone has their flags, and that's quite a nice feature that we've got. We've got quite a lot of Dutchies, actually. We've got even more this year.
CET, that's European, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'll be 7. Yeah, 7 PM for you. Yeah, because we're on GMT, and then soon we go back to BST. We've got the most weird...
Yeah, the fact that we have 2 is mad, and it's just...
We just switch. We're like, we'll go back an hour now.
Yeah, we just like to be difficult, don't we? Denzo's still not being able to get past Emerson, but...
well, it's the last lap of the race now, and he's going to have to look at making a move soon. And these guys haven't split this whole race.
They've stayed together, even through the pit stops and everything. As we're going to hear for one last lap, Velocity's brother.
He's a terrorist, honestly. Driving, England to the England's and the others are weird. Driving on the left. I mean,
it's true. We kind of are.
Yeah, but we're cooler, so I guess that we already win.
I don't know about that. I think We're definitely more difficult.
Oh,
Denzo's got
Denzo's
another 3 second. I did think he's gone wide there.
But I do think he's only got. Oh my god, Denzo almost killing himself last lap of the race.
Is just on the fastest lap of the race.
I think that's only like a millisecond or two quicker than Young Light's fastest lap, if I'm being honest.
Denzo's now got 6 seconds worth of penalties. That's definitely him out of it. In fact, that will.
Is your brother playing FIFA 21? Then I'd say I'm a terrorist. No, he's hoovering his wall. Very odd thing to do, but Emerson's going to come around the final corner.
Denzo's going to drop out the podium here, you know. I think with 6 seconds.
And he's going to win.
No, Pease might save him.
No, Pease did. But Emerson. Okay, on my screen I thought that Denzo just rounded Emerson, which would have been pretty funny if I'm being honest.
Tango is going to come home now.
You're going to have to invite people.
To
the party, and we'll get the interviews for the pre-season.
I am friends with only one of them, I think. So.
Well, I will read you the names out when you need them.
If you could do that, I'll straight away do Emerson because he's on the friends list.
And then it's Blaze F21.
Whoa!
No, shut up.
I think I accidentally just gave Emerson like 50 invites because it lagged then. Sorry, it is what?
Blaze F21.
Is there any underscores or anything?
Nope. And then it's L Denzo. So then I'm just gonna go through the rest of the grid order. P's coming in P4, another brilliant race from him as well. So closely matched to everyone, it just unfortunately couldn't get on that podium.
Interesting thing here right now, it says I'm not in the party and it's not letting me add anyone because I'm not in the party.
That's great, I'll add them. Phil in P5, Dan in P6, Chazza in P7, Tango P8, One in P9, Jonathan Cox in P10, FTH P11, Immortal in P12, Young Lights P13, Sloth P14, and Farhad with a shocking result, 21 laps behind, and in P15, I don't actually know, but he's still driving if I'm being honest.
Farhad finished.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to add these guys then. So... Blaze, and where is Denzo? There we go. Well,
we're going to have to wait the full minute because obviously it thinks that Farhad's still racing, but he isn't.
And he's still driving, he's vibing, but, you know, I have suggested these guys whether they're going to join as well, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add Peas because I think he deserves a little conversation. Well, you know what? I'm going to be nice to him for once in my life. Where is he? Total P. No, I know, but... it was so close. Right, I wonder if these guys are going to join. If we just wait for these 18 seconds and then... I would assume they're probably not joining. I'm being honest, but 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's that. Robbie, if you want to just start the interviews, I don't think the other two are joining. So
who's in the party? Peas
we've got
and
Emerson and Peas, the marks.
Well, I guess we'll go to the Jamaican driver first because he's in P4. Not even on the podium. Don't know what he's doing in this party, but you know we'll allow it. Really interesting race there for you, Peas. You showed good pace. Obviously, you're right up there. I mean, really, the top four you didn't separate the whole race pretty much. You just stayed in one big DRS train. Obviously, like a bit of a glimpse for potentially what will happen this season. Were you a bit frustrated with the DRS train, or were you not that bothered?
Mate, I just wanted it to end. That race was going on for fucking years. I think I was staring at someone's gearbox the whole race from start to finish.
You were.
At the end, me and Emerson were just happy for it to end because it was a good race. Everyone was so close on pace. There wasn't really times where anyone pulled off except with the whole overtaking cars on different strats. But then the train caught up to Emerson again for the end. But yeah, it was a long race. It was fun. It's good fun.
Yeah, no, it was good to see everyone so close. And obviously, it's not the easiest track to overtake, but you know, it's still a good track to see everyone's pace. We actually have got Blaze who's just joined now, I think. So we'll interview Blaze next, and then Emerson. So Blaze, P2 for you in the end. Obviously, you did a good job not getting any penalties. Do you think that was the best you could have done today, or do you think you could have got a win? Oh wow, yeah, you did well then to not get a penalty considering that. Yeah, that's very impressive. Because at the end there, you were realistically the only one who could beat Emerson because of the penalty situation. Denzo got a second penalty right at the end there. But yeah, no, we did see that you get held up by Dan quite a lot. Emerson managed to dispatch him quite quickly, but yeah, you guys couldn't. He sort of put up more of a fight for you guys. But either way, in terms of looking ahead, obviously season starts next Thursday. Are you encouraged by what you've seen today? Yeah, good. And finally, do you think you can challenge for the title this season? I mean, you're definitely one of the quicker drivers, but obviously there's Denzo, Chapelele, Emerson. How
voice break.
Feedback. Yeah.
No, excellent. No, that will certainly help. If that's the case, and obviously the season starts next Thursday, so good result. And congratulations on P2. Now we will go to Emerson. Good win there, mate. It looks like, good signs for the season, considering you're up, you're not up against any slouches here. That top four was so close. And yeah, got to be pleased with that, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, the main factor was obviously Dan helping out a bit, so there's a bit of family there. So if some of you don't know, yeah, Dan's my cousin, so we were talking to him and he helped me out perfectly.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So yeah, we kind of have a third team member in a certain way. But yeah, me and Pease also had a strategy. That's why he pitted early. We were going to try and get Pease ahead of Denzo, and then try and see if I could then get past Denzo while he was ahead of Pease. Or we were just going to try something, which I think is going to be quite crucial this whole season, because usually me and Pease are quite similar on pace. So if we're doing the same strategies, we can do things like hopefully trying to box someone early or stay there, leaving someone out on an alternative strategy or something. So yeah, I think that might be crucial for the whole of the season, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Pease obviously tried the undercut. It did work to an extent. But yeah, in terms of, obviously, yeah, you may have had the help from Dan and working with Pease, but you still got the win. In terms of the season ahead, you've obviously got the first glimpse of, I mean, you probably already know that these guys are quick, but you've got the first glimpse in an actual race situation. How confident are you going forward to the start of the season?
I mean, it's definitely not going to be a walk in the park. I mean, it's the first time I've raced with Blaze before, and Pease told me that he's a really quick driver and cleaning as well, so I feel like he's definitely going to be up there. I mean, Pease, if you can get his act together. Hopefully his PS4 doesn't die. Pease could be up there. I don't already know what happened to Chapelele at the start, and Denzo's definitely quick enough. So yeah, I think it could be a really tight championship at the beginning, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, the tighter championships are always the better, more satisfying to win. So, that's what we're hoping for. Now, that was certainly encouraging signs for next week's season. Obviously, it's only a 14-race calendar, so it's all about consistency, really, and one DNF could really make the difference. So we're really looking forward to it. Congratulations on the win. And we're really looking forward to next Thursday, where we will have the first race of the season in VIL 1. And then on the Saturday, VIL 2. For the new season, Season 3, of course, we won't be having Droftos back to defend his title, but Chapelele will be wanting to avenge coming quite close last season, despite joining halfway. And we've got, as we see today, we've got some rapid drivers in Emerson, Pease, Denzo, etc., and Blaze. So, yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Thanks, everyone, for watching today. It was quite enjoyable, actually. Especially for a pre-season, and everyone was giving it their all, and yeah, looking forward to it. So